Hi, this is Alicia from Quick and Delish. I'm here to show you a quick treat. Uh, so I thought today is May 31st, and we've just got orders in San Francisco that we have this curfew that starts at 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. in the morning. And apparently there were some riots or some looting. So we're hanging tight, sitting tight, pandemic happening, and we're laying low. And my approach is to do exactly that. And when I'm out and about, just not letting anybody mess with me. If somebody comes close to me or whatever, like I do what I can do, what's best for me. I'm in control of me, and I do the best I can. And other people are being pretty good, but you know, when we're in grocery stores and stuff, it's hard to not get close. And so I'm not gonna let that basically stress me out. I just have to accept the situation the way it is exactly. And I hope you join me, okay? Because that's what we're asked to do, is hang tight. So we're finishing up the month of May. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you my take on a peanut butter cup replacement, or not really replacement, but it's an easy, quick, hit the spot peanut butter and chocolate together treat. So I have creamy peanut butter. So I'm going to do two versions. One is with creamy peanut butter, and you know, if you like crunchy peanut butter, that's totally awesome. I actually have no preference. When I was a kid, I used to only like crunchy peanut butter because I thought that was more natural, and I like the texture, but I like both. And you know, so if the store is low on one, then I'll get the other. Like, I have no preference now. I like variety. Variety is really important, and being open to change. Okay, so peanut butter cups. The main two ingredients are some sort of peanut butter or nut butter. You can use almond butter, sunflower butter, some sort of spreadable nut spread. I just repeated myself. Anyway, okay, so I have one of my favorite chocolate chips is the Ghirardelli 60% cacao. They're nice dark chips. And I'm just going to put a couple in this bowl here. And they're actually larger chips, but you could totally use the mini chocolate chips, and those would actually be better, I think. Mini chocolate chips would be better. I have a clothespin to keep the bags closed. You can always put the open, like whenever you open a bag, you could put them in a jar or something like that if you want. So the first one I'm going to do is probably about a tablespoon and a half of peanut butter. And I'm literally just coating the peanut butter with some chocolate chips. That's my peanut butter cup. Just one of them fell. Okay, so that's one final. And there's a lot of chocolate chips on there. Woo! And then that's just one. I mean, it's the equivalent to a cookie in terms of calories. So just be aware of that. Okay. And then the other version I was going to make for you is with PB2. So PB2 is a powdered peanut butter product. This one happens to be organic, but they have regular. And they also have one that has cocoa powder already added to it. So chocolate peanut butter together, right? This is what we're making here, chocolate peanut butter together. Okay, so this tastes like creamy peanut butter. I know a lot of people are skeptical when I introduce people to this product. But it tastes like creamy peanut butter. There's a little bit of cane sugar in there. So if you're sensitive to cane sugar, don't use this product. But when I get creamy or crunchy peanut butter, I always get no salt, no sugar added. Certainly you can make your own peanut butter. I find it hard to find unsalted peanuts to make my own peanut butter. But I'm sure they exist somewhere on this planet. Okay, so PB2. If you like the PB2, you can get in these large containers from Amazon. I've only seen them on Amazon in this form, and it's pretty inexpensive. considering. I mean, it's a protein source, and it's low calorie. It's for 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons is 50 calories. Yeah, 2 tablespoons of powdered PB2 equals 50 calories, where 2 tablespoons of regular peanut butter is 180 or almost 200 calories. So that's a significant reduction. You can have twice as much PB2 as regular. So I find that's pretty awesome. So you can have more. We want to figure out how we can have more with less. More with less. So I'm adding a little bit of water here. Just PB2 and water. And of course, I probably added a tablespoon of water to a third of a cup. And this totally makes creamy peanut butter. It's so awesome. PB2 also makes an almond version. I think it's just called PB2 almond. Some people like that. Some people don't like it. Everybody's different. You know, there's some people out there in the world, my patients, including my patients, who can't have regular peanut butter around the house because they'll eat the whole jar, literally, because it's a trigger food. Everybody has a trigger food, right? Or two. So we have to be realistic. And so some of those people that can eat a whole jar of peanut butter can have PB2 safely in the house. Because you just mix what you need for the moment. And if you wanted to pre-mix, you could put it in the refrigerator, surely. But the purpose is you can just pre-mix when you could just mix it in the moment. Awesome. So here I have my PB2 and it'll like thicken up. So this is more like sauce-like. So because I eyeballed the water, I'm just going to let it, so it's up to you. I'm just going to add a little bit more PB2 because I'm filming for you, and it's always good to problem solve in the moment. So other ideas to add to this while I'm mixing this, and now it's kind of on the thick side, but I think this is more what we want anyway. All right, creamy peanut butter. Creamy peanut butter. Okay, so check it out. That looks like creamy peanut butter to me. All right, totally looks like peanut butter. Okay, because I have an audience here, I'm gonna scrape down the dry parts, and I'll just use a different spoon. I'll use this later. Okay, so I have my PB2, and I'm making my Reese's cup or substitute. I don't know what, oh, we should call it a chocolate peanut butter spoon. Chocolate peanut butter spoon. There we go. There we have it. PB2 chocolate peanut butter spoon. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I have a camera set up here to experiment. So other flavorings to add to the peanut butter, pumpkin pie spice would be awesome. A little bit of cardamom, maybe some old-fashioned cinnamon. You could also add some cocoa powder. So the PB2 is already sweetened a little bit with a little bit of cane sugar. If you were to taste it, it doesn't taste sweet. It just tastes like creamy peanut butter. That's what I think. And I'm sensitive to sweet. Okay. Okay, you can also make these on smaller spoons. So if you prefer to have 2 spoons of PB2 or peanut butter with chocolate chips, then that would be a way to be able to have more. Because one of these, you know, could hit the spot really easily. But if you have 2 smaller spoon ones, then that would be nice too. Or if you have even smaller ones, like say if you have espresso spoons, you could have probably like, with mini chocolate chips, you could have probably like 5 or 6 of those. So if you're somebody that prefers to have more of something, go with smaller spoons. Okay, another nuance of this recipe, which you may have seen this on Instagram if you're somebody that's following me on Instagram. And my Instagram feed is quick_delish. So check me out. There's a lot of pictures of the food that I eat and recipes and such. Okay, so what am I doing here? I took the PB2 that I mixed and I'm adding quinoa Krispies. So this is kind of, it's like Rice Krispies but made out of quinoa. It's really cool. And so quinoa crispy spoon. This is delicious. I've had this as a snack a couple times recently, and it's really fun. So I'll make myself a little bowl of quinoa crispies and then have a couple spoons of TB2 or regular peanut butter and call it a day. So the quinoa crispies are by Edison Granary. They're a California company, and it's really cool because it's literally only quinoa. Those are the ingredients, quinoa. Somehow they make it crispy. It sounds amazing. It takes a long time. That's what I hear. It takes a long time. So better them than us. So of course you can have, why don't you have like a handful of nuts? Like this is a mixture of, this is Emerald 100 calorie pack, walnuts and almonds. So you can carry this with you, and then use your awesome kitchen scissors, because sometimes it's annoying to open packages if you're at home. Just kidding. Haha. Kitchen scissors rock. Okay, so you're making yourself a snack and you're like, oh, I want some chocolate bits in my snack, right? Here we go. And then, you know, I just want a little bit of nuts and a little bit of chocolate, right? And so you mix something like this 100 calorie pack, or an 1/8 of a cup of nuts with some chocolate chips, and you have this really cool snack. Nuts and chocolate chips, super easy. Some pecans would be fantastic with that. And so those are some ideas for a super easy treat-like snack. Maybe you want it in the afternoon with a cup of coffee or tea or something like that. Or after dinner as a treat. Cool. So those are a couple ideas. Here I have regular old-fashioned peanut butter, creamy peanut butter, full fat, with chocolate chips. I have PB2 with chocolate chips, and quinoa crispies with PB2. So you could do a combo of chocolate chips and quinoa crispies for a fun treat as well. And I've actually had an apple with some PB2 or regular peanut butter and the quinoa crispies, and it is so awesome. So you got the crisp juiciness from the apple. You could do this with a pear or a peach too. Crisp fruit like an apple. And then you have the crunchy quinoa crispies, which are super fun and different. And then the creamy protein from the PB2 or regular peanut butter. So a couple ideas about how to have a treat. Certainly you can add cocoa powder. I didn't add cocoa powder to one yet, but I have a little bit of PB2 here. And I just added a teaspoon of my favorite cocoa powder, Valrhona. What was I looking for? Now I'm all out of spoons. A little bit of water. A little bit of water. So there's a little bit of sugar in the PB2. And sorry, I had to go out of the frame. So what I would do with when you add cocoa powder is make sure there's enough liquid, because it helps dissolve the cocoa. When you make hot chocolate, start with a little bit of hot water and bring the water to a boil. Add the cocoa powder to the boiling water, maybe like 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of water, and then add your milk, because then the cocoa powder will be dissolved in the hot water. And then you'll be able to add the milk, because if you use the milk, then the cocoa powder will clump up. It won't dissolve well. That's my experience. Okay, cool. So I just added cocoa powder in the PB2, and I made chocolate peanut butter spread. And what does this sound like? Oh my gosh, you're gonna hate me for saying this, but this is Nutella-like-ish. It's sort of like Nutella, but I know you're gonna, I've tasted Nutella before, and it's definitely delicious, but be careful. Nutella should come with a warning on the front of the label. Nutella should come, like the label should say, like, I am so delicious. That's what the Nutella should say. Beware. That's what the warning should say. I am delicious. Beware. So chocolate peanut butter, and then you could add that to an apple. You could add that to whatever makes sense to have chocolate peanut butter together. Excellent. Well, I hope you try these treats, and that's all I have for you for today. I'm going to run out of the store and pick up a couple things before our curfew starts at 8 p.m. And I want to be ready for the work week with a couple more grocery items. Awesome. Well, check out all my videos and please subscribe and share. I would love it, and your subscribing and sharing would help support this channel, and that's a big deal for me. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching. To be continued. Have an awesome week. Let's work on our deep breathing and work on and get some sleep and your exercise, and to be continued. Awesome. Take care. Bye.